Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of TechSci Talks. Today we are here to discuss a very interesting topic that how AI is transforming different business processes, and we have with us a very esteemed guest, Mr. Archimedha Mohapatra, who is the founder and CEO of AMRR TechSols Pvt Limited. Could you briefly introduce yourself and your association towards AI?
Sure. I run two consulting companies, one in the business consulting aspect and another one is the tech consulting. I have handled roles and I still am handling roles of the chief products officer as well as the chief technology officer, multiple startups. I mentor many companies and all. And with that said, AI has always been there long before Gen AI became talk of the town. And coming to the background, of course, I'm from IIT Kharagpur and then I am Kozhikode, and this has helped me shape the thought processes, the perspective about how to handle a problem, how to think holistically, and translating a business requirement into a technical requirement, utilizing the right tools and technologies, and helping the team not only utilizing the tools to solve a problem, but also implement processes that makes it easier for different teams to go about their jobs, including the technology team as well as say marketing, sales, operations, any team. So with that said, that's a brief background about me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So AI has become, one of the hottest topics in the last few, months, and probably this year AI is like on everybody's, what we say, everybody's talking about AI. So what was the thing that, that brought you into AI? Like, was it like you were into AI long back, or is it just the recent phase which has brought you into AI?
I have been into AI for almost more than a decade now. So,
Okay.
so effectively, before we talk about AI, you have to actually understand what's the difference between AI and Gen AI. If you look at it, earlier we used to talk about something like machine level languages, low level languages, and high level languages, right? So AI is a little higher that spectrum. It is human like interactions, and that is where Gen AI came into being. And only after the advent of Gen AI, say 2 or 3 years back, people started realizing that there's something called as AI, and we can leverage on that for our day-to-day activities and our job roles. But if you look back, say 12 years back, early 2010s or 2012 or something, we had Google Translate, we had natural language processing, right? All those things were AI. It is just that now Gen AI has become talk of the town, and that became much easier, that gained more prominence because people are now able to interact with systems just the way they would interact with their colleagues.
Correct.
Earlier, we needed to know certain syntaxes, we needed to understand systems, we needed to know how things are working before us to be able to utilize them or use them. But with Gen AI, with the advent of Gen AI, now people can simply interact. Okay, like give me a report where I want to see how the business has performed. And this just understands what the context is, what the data sources is, and generates a report and gives you in a manner that you can easily read. So effectively, AI has been there for more than a decade now. AI has been used by multiple people. If you remember in the Byju's case, back when they had the app, so there was something called as a gamification of the learning journey. So based on what a user does in the system, it processes and moves them in a certain manner in the learning journey. So if you look at it, that is artificial intelligence, right? Just that it was not generative AI. It was well-defined systems and logic that actually took people from one aspect to another. Similarly, if you look at Google Maps, I'm sure you must have used Google Maps by even say in 2015 or so. like 10 years back.
Right.
How does it understand where the traffic situation is higher? How does it understand how the traffic situation will become in the future, in the next 1 or 2 hours? Isn't that AI? Because a lot of data sets have to be captured. It is not that there's a camera out there in some satellite which is monitoring the traffic. No, it is not like that. It actually takes small packets of data from every mobile phone that is actually traveling in the pockets of people who are commuting through the traffic. And then it realizes how the situation would be and then gives you appropriate suggestions. When it comes to suggestions, simple color-coded suggestions. Green means it's an empty road. Red means it's heavy. Orange means slightly heavy, and so on and so forth. So gamification, Google Maps, weather forecasts, all those things were AI. Just that now we are in a place where we can interact with the system in a manner similar to how we would interact with someone else. Now again, AI is further evolving, like fully autonomous systems are being generated where it understands what I would need or I would be looking for based on my past behavior. So that is how it is being evolving. So AI has been there, AI will be there, and it is evolving continuously.
Right. So we can say that AI was always there. AI is there. It's just Gen AI that has come up and taken everybody's attention.
Yeah, certainly it has. It has. And it has
And if
bridged
we
the gap
talk,
between the system and the people.
correct. And if we talk about people's perception, how do you see the perception changing towards, Gen AI?
It depends on the type of people actually. So
Okay.
if you look at it, there's a concept called pyramid, or like experts are always on the top, and they're like few
Right.
people, and there are a lot of people who are not experts who populate the bottom of the pyramid. And in between, there are people who are becoming experts, somewhat experts, and so on and so forth. So, as a perception, if I go from the bottom to the top, or rather, I'll go from top to the bottom. The experts and people who are somewhat experts, they consider AI as a tool that augments their work, not something that will replace them.
Correct.
So they would leverage AI to further enhance their skills, to further enhance their knowledge, to further enhance their reputation, and so on, to improve their efficiency, and so on. People in the bottom of the pyramid, they see that, okay, it is opening up opportunities for me, making life easier for me, and helping me do things for which I would earlier need to go through some learning curve. I had to read, but now I don't need to read anything. So many things that were earlier limited to experts are now available to people who are not, which is a blessing as well as a bane also. It's because many a times what does happen is people who are not knowledgeable and they want to gain knowledge and leverage AI and further improve in their careers, progress in their careers, they would definitely use it the right way. But otherwise, it may also impact people and make them not work on their own skills and be entirely dependent on AI. So these are the perceptions that do happen. There is optimism as well as people are scared of AI as well.
Yes.
So that's
Yes, because everybody, what we have also seen, and we are hearing everybody that, people have this perception, though it is a myth that AI will completely, replace people like human workforce. So it is a common myth that is, being observed, and people are too scared.
yeah. People were scared back in the 90s also, right? When computers were introduced in many companies as well as government agencies. People thought
Right,
that okay, it will replace us humans, but what did it do? It just opened up a lot of new opportunities. If you look at
correct,
it, back in the 90s or in early 2000s, building a flyover would take years. I'm not talking about any particular country. I'm talking in global sense,
right,
irrespective of different countries and their respective things. Uh, Building any big infrastructure, say a flyover or a rail network or a big building, it would take years. Now it has gone down to months because by using computer systems, people were able to do millions of calculations in seconds, if not minutes, which otherwise would take years to do those calculations. A simple architecture design that would take years earlier. Now it takes months or maybe weeks. And what happened is that earlier, if you see the number of highways, the number of flyovers and all, they were in hundreds. Now they're in thousands or in lakhs or in millions. So the opportunities opened up. Similarly, when a smartphone came into being, it opened up a lot of new opportunities. When SaaS came into being, it opened up a lot of opportunities. What were earlier limited to, say, a certain function in a business, say a call center function. A call center would need to have a setup, would need to take a building, do appropriate setup there, have multiple phone calls or phone lines established for a call center operation to happen. But with smartphones, now customer support people can work remotely. And it has opened up a lot of new opportunities. Similarly, AI will also do the same thing. It will open up a lot of opportunities, definitely. So there's no doubt about that.
So then our viewers should not be scared of AI. They should learn to use AI in a better way, which can help them out.
Certainly. And that learning curve is also reduced now.
Yes.
So be aware and be open to new ideas and see where all you can leverage AI and see if there's somebody who is already leveraging it or not. If somebody is, then, and if it aligns with your interest area, go and learn. And if no one is there, that's a huge opportunity. It's a blue ocean for you. You are the first one to learn and implement. Go ahead and do it. And access to knowledge is really, really easy.
So if you talk about different AI tools, like if you're talking about AI so much, and with perspective of the general public, which is your favorite AI tool, if you have to name one or two?
There are so many. Definitely Perplexity and ChatGPT and Gemini are on the top of the list because it's like a spreadsheet. You can do whatever you want to do.
Right.
So that way, these are the top three. For coding practices, you have Replit, you have got your co-pilots. For marketing automation, we are building our own stuff, marketing and market research and business intelligence. We are building our own stuff. So I'm in love with that. It will be soon launched.
Okay. So can you just let us know something about that particular tool that you're developing?
Yeah, I come from a background of process design, right, and business consulting. What I've seen is many startup founders, they struggle in certain core areas where things, where problems can be solved through standard operating procedures, through proper training of people, and through proper reporting and all. So it involves areas such as market research, competitive intelligence, brand face management, your sales management, and multiple other things. So we're bringing all these things together into one platform called Kepler 360. As it says that Kepler is about the entire universe, and 360 is from all perspective. So that is what we are launching soon.
So if we talk about, business processes, so how AI is reshaping the business process?
In a huge way, it is reshaping. Earlier, we would run marketing campaigns, direct marketing campaigns, where we had canned messages, and then we had leads to send those messages to. And at each level, so sending a list of messages in a particular order is called a sequence. And for each message, we had to manually pull out the leads, send the message, see the results, put them in the order, like see whoever is good or bad and move them to the next message and send them, schedule a call and so on. Then what happened is it moved to a automated system perspective, where instead of where we asked the end user not to reply, but to click on a yes or a no button. And that way we gauge the importance or the interest of the lead. Now they can simply reply to it. We can read the email, understand the tone, understand the interest, and then move to the respective places, right? So effectively, if you have the system in place, a lot of outbound executives are redundant, right? Similarly, in using AI nowadays, what is happening is you just simply write those messages and give the leads list. It immediately makes a call to the leads. And when you just pick up the call, you see a human voice telling you that, hi, I'm so and so from this company. I got your contact regarding this opportunity. Would you want to take it forward? Then I can simply reply with an yes or a no. And I don't even have to type out anything. So it makes life easier for the business process people as well as for us. Then comes, say, legal. You just upload a contract and it just tells you all the risks and rewards. In fact, we have recently launched a product called Jury Assist in the UK, which does this. So whatever documents you have or the legal contracts you have, you simply upload it. It will tell you what are the pros and cons, what are the risks, rewards, or where things can go wrong, what particular section of the article of your legal system, like in India you have Bharatiya Nyaya Samhita, right? Similar, they have something, and it basis on that, it tells you are protected under these clauses. You may be targeted under these clauses. If you want to avoid this, these are the things that you have to take care of. So it kind of acts as a paralegal agent. So in, say, legal aspect, that is where AI has impacted. Similarly, in Kepler 360, there is a option where you upload any contract and it will tell you at what point in time invoices need to be sent, to whom they have to be sent. It will also check whether the collections have happened or not, and also send reminders and ensure that your collections are there in place, and so on and so forth. So in every aspect, there is a touch of AI, and it will replace many things. It will definitely replace many things, but at the same time, it will open up a lot of new opportunities.
Okay. So it's basically sales, marketing, and accounting, which is, the core areas where AI is improving the business process.
Even in HR and finance also. Sorry, accounting you mentioned. Yes, finance. Sales, marketing, legal, finance, HR. Strategically, market research and competitive intelligence is where AI is helping out. But when it comes to decision making, people are still skeptical to rely on AI entirely.
Okay. So if we speak about market research, do you think the numbers and the forecasts that AI does are, correct and can be relied upon than the human intelligence?
Calculations are correct. Sources of information need to be checked.
Okay. Understood. What do you think remains uniquely human in business decision making?
Yes. So now coming to the proprietary data. If I'm a human, I know what this data is about. I know my context. I know my different perspectives. I know my processes. I might not be giving it to the AI and asking it to use its public information, knowledge gathered from public information, to give me decisions on this, because I'm not relying on the public information or public data. So the choice of when to use AI, when not to use AI is always human.
Correct.
Second thing is, I can look at problems from multiple angles that the AI is not aware of, because I have not given my sensitive data to AI.
Correct.
Which I am possessing. So the decision that AI would give me, or the solutions that the AI would give me, will always be limited to the information that it has received or built its intelligence on. And if that information is not with AI and it is with me as a human, then I will always have an edge. And that edge will always be there.
So we are talking about human and AI and the evolving relationship between humans and AI. So if you had to describe the relationship, how would you do it? Like competition, correlation, or co-creation, or collaboration?
It is definitely not competition at the moment. It is
Okay.
correlation, co-creation, collaboration. It's always there. Okay. And it is already there. When it becomes competitive, a lot of additional factors will kick in. Factors such as microeconomics, macroeconomics, fiscal and monetary politics, geopolitics, all those such fiscal and monetary policies, geopolitics, and many other factors will come into play. Because the moment, so right now, why are people are using AI? Because end of the day, as a business owner, you are always keen on ensuring a high ROI in every aspect. Right now, having a new journey, training them, giving them salaries to the training period, and also ensuring that they are performing in the same manner consistently and reliably over a period of time, the cost that I'm incurring, the investment that I'm doing in the form of time, effort, and money is quite high. AI has reduced that, because of which ROI of AI is higher than that of a manual person, right? Than a human. Now, if you look at it, AI is provided by few of the big companies, right? Microsoft, Google, Facebook, Amazon. Those are the people who are providing it. There's a competition amongst them, because of which, in order to have a higher market share, they're giving it for throwaway prices. But now we have already seen that the age of free tier has gone. Nothing is free right now. Slowly, it will become consumption based. Once only one or two players are remaining in the market, they would increase the prices, and there will be a time when the cost of having an AI system would be similar to that of having a human. That is when competition would happen, and
Understood.
then policies would be changed accordingly, because
Right.
human population would grow. AI will not bring food to the table of every individual in a country.
Right.
It will make few people richer, and others it will make poorer. That is when government interventions will happen. So AI is not a competition. AI will not be a competition.
Okay. Okay. So people should not be scared of AI.
No, they won't be. They won't be. They should not be. People will be scared, but they should not be.
So we have spoken about businesses. As you mentioned, that bigger companies, the larger firms are into, bringing AI, and even larger businesses, what we can see are leveraging AI. So how about, smaller firms or startup companies? How can they leverage AI when they don't have, a large amount of data set with them, or they don't have so much funds? So how can they leverage AI in their business processes?
Yeah, as I mentioned earlier, about the knowledge that AI has based on public information, it is not bad. It is quite good, in fact. So they can use that. You don't need to have your own GPUs and AI setup. You can always call APIs provided by all these people like ChatGPT, OpenAI, right? Gemini, and so on. You can leverage multiple tools such as Replit, Gamma, and multiple others, Hagen and all, to achieve things faster as compared to having humans. So that way they can leverage it.
What, according to you, are the underrated, benefits of integrating AI into different business processes?
The most underrated ones is that implementation of best practices. People say that, okay, with AI I can do so many things, But hardly anybody is talking about that with AI I can do things properly. For every business, I'm talking about businesses now, not for individuals. And you can also implement the same thing translate the same thing for individual usage also. So certain things need to be done in a certain way. So AI can ensure that you do it that way. Like, say, as I mentioned to you earlier, that if I upload a contract with one of my vendors or one of my customers, it can immediately read through it and see when my payments are due, when my receivables are due, and also do a projection for the next 6 months where I will hit a cash crunch or a cash surplus, and what all actions that I can do to mitigate those risks or to materialize on the benefits that I'll get on the opportunities. Say like today is November. Say in the month of January, I have a huge cash inflow, but in the month of April, I have a huge cash outflow also. So what should I do about that money for those 3 months? How do I maximize my returns on that? So those kind of intelligence can be given by the AI. And this is, again, you don't need to have proprietary data for that. You just need your public knowledge to use that. So such standard operating procedures can be implemented and can be communicated to new business owners also. So earlier, MBAs were required. Now also they're required, definitely. MBAs, as a managers, I'll rather say, not MBAs. As managers, you would take decision on the information that you have. But ensuring that data is collected in the right manner, kept in the right format, and interpreted into the right information for you to take a decision on, that part can be taken care of by AI. So that now it is a huge pain point of business owners to collect the right data and translate that into information. So that is the most underrated aspect of AI that no one is talking about. And a big opportunity also.
Okay, so we have spoken about the benefits. Now let's talk about the challenges also. So as AI is becoming more autonomous, so what do you think, are the new challenges or the risks or the ethical concerns that are emerging out?
About challenges and risks, I'll talk about the risks first.
Okay.
The biggest risk is of your data being exposed to others, because AI is like a black box. You don't know what is happening inside it. Even if you feel that, okay, I have an AI engine set up in my on-prem cloud or on-prem devices, but I don't know whether the data is being leaked to the outside world for the public knowledge or not, or for that knowledge is being shared outside or not. So there are certain companies that are coming up into that data protection, but again, those are costly. So unless I have a huge budget to implement AI in my on-prem, in my premises or in my private cloud, as well as implement the protection layer on top of it, I should be extremely careful about using the AI models. So that is the first thing, data protection. Second challenge is that experts who are there in your company or in your circle not leveraging on their human intelligence and entirely getting dependent on AI. In fact, recently there was a news of KPMG or Deloitte, I don't remember. Deloitte, right? So experts, what they were supposed to do, they did not do.
Right.
So that is one huge risk.
So we spoke about the benefits, risks, challenges. So how do you see the future? Like, how do you see AI transforming the business processes in, say, 5 years or 10 years?
Drastic change. Like, there's a huge implementation of AI is coming up. So it will be for good. And in the end of, say, the next 5 years, AI would be used the way it should be used. and then it will open up a lot of new opportunities, exceptionally new opportunities, similar to how a smartphone brought up. In the last 10 years, from 2007 iPhone got released, right? And Android came into existence in 2009 or 10, around that time. After that, economies boomed. There were a lot of new things happened. A similar thing would be experienced with AI, but that will happen after 2 to 3 years once the cleanup happens. Similar to how the dot-com bubble happened, right? A lot of dot-com companies came, they crashed, but the ones who had the fundamentals right, they grew, they led the overall industries, they spearheaded different industries, they moved economies to great extent. Same thing will happen here. All the noise and not strong ones will get eliminated. The strong ones and the good ones will stay back, and then they'll drive the future of humanity.
Understood. So could AI evolve from just being a tool to a strategic partner or a decision maker?
Yes, it will evolve, but again, it all depends on how reliable would it be.
Okay. So if we see AI becoming the future, so what skills and mindsets do you think people will need to thrive in the world where AI plays a central role?
Keep a fundamentals clean and fundamental straight. So
Okay.
that's the core thing. A person who does not know the fundamentals will not thrive. Because only if your fundamentals are clear, you know where AI is right, where it is wrong. And the moment you identify where it went wrong and take the correct decisions, you would be like far away from the general public, and you will be exceptional in that space. So far, there are like two ways in which people operated. One is they're experts at one field, or they're like generalists. Now, people need to be experts at one or two fields and generalists in multiple. They need to go a little deeper, not entirely deep, but a little deeper, have the fundamentals clear, and these are the people who will thrive.
Okay. So finally, a message from you for the people who are both curious also and anxious also because of rise of autonomous AI.
Keep your eyes open for opportunities. That's all. There's opportunity everywhere.
So that's a small message which works for everyone.
Yes, it does. If I'm anxious about AI and I see an opportunity, then I'll be curious about it. I'll be interested and then go do something about it. People who think that, okay, AI will make my life easier, they would use it, but it's not sustainable. People who think that AI will make life easier of more people, those are the ones who would be leading economies.
Okay.
Keep your eyes open. Look out for opportunities. There's nothing to be worried about.
Okay, so we can conclude by saying keep your eyes open, look out for opportunities, and AI is the future.
Yes, certainly AI is the future.
Okay. So that's all from our end. Thank you so much for your time, and it was pleasure talking to you.
Yeah, thank you, Shaurya, for having me in your podcast.
Thank you so much.
It was a pleasure talking to you too.
Thank you so much.
So AI was there, AI is here, and AI will be there in the future as well. So let's keep our eyes open and look for opportunities. And for more insights and more developments related to AI, stay tuned with us at TechSci Research or reach out to us at info@techsciresearch.com.